Hey everyone, Dean Seifert, founder of BirdReel and owner of the Wild Birds Unlimited stores in the Denver area. I'm going to take you through the setup and installation process for our newest BirdReel feeder, the HM01 Smart Hummingbird Feeder. First things first, let's make sure we have all the components. We have the camera housing, we have the nectar tray, the dual solar panel integrated roof, a USB-C charging cable, and a pack of screws for mounting to a fence or a post. And then finally, we have the flange that allows you to connect it to a fence or a post or to a Wild Birds Unlimited APS pole system. In the box, the first thing you're going to find is this warranty registration card. We highly recommend that you register your device at birdreel.com. That way, if you ever have any issues or you need our help in troubleshooting, we have your serial number information, which greatly helps us in troubleshooting. On the back side, we have video tutorials that will provide more information about how to get the most out of your device. You'll also find a very handy quick start guide. It would be helpful to flip through this before you start the setup process to answer some basic questions, but also gives you some tips and tricks about how to use the device. So with that, let's jump right in. The first thing we're going to do is connect the camera to your local Wi-Fi. And to do that, we need to download the BirdLover app. The BirdLover app works on iPhone and Android phones. You can scan the QR code on the side of the box to download the app that's right for your phone. Once that's downloaded, set up an account using your email address, assign a password, and go into the main screen. I already have it loaded on my phone, so I'm going to jump right in. Now, when you first load it, it's going to say add a new device. Mine has many devices on it, so I'm going to go into the plus sign in the upper right-hand corner. You can just hit the add new device button. Now from here, we're going to do a Smart Hummingbird Feeder, which is the second option on the left, and we're going to choose HM01, which is our model. Now it's asking us to power on the device, so now we're going to look at the camera housing, open up the lid, the rubber lid on the bottom, and turn the power switch to on. And those three dots tell us that the battery is working and that the camera is in an on state. So now let's go ahead to next. It now says press and hold the reset button. Because this is the first time I've installed this camera, I don't need to reset it. It's already ready to go. And now it asks me to check to make sure that the camera is, the light is flashing rapidly, and it is. You can see here that it's flashing red. So it is in pairing mode. So let's say next step. And this next screen is very important. This is where we're going to add our Wi-Fi credentials. Now, if your phone is already connected to your local Wi-Fi, and that's the network you want to connect it to, it should automatically populate it. If you need to change it to something else, type in a new Wi-Fi name, and make sure you get the address correct, because this is going to be sent to the camera. So at this point, we hit the next button, and we're going to see a QR code pop up. This QR code is what's going to tell the camera how to connect to your local Wi-Fi. So when I flip this over, the camera is going to sense that, and we're going to hear 3 beeps. And just like that, the camera is going to start the pairing process. So let's say I heard a prompt, and you're going to see a countdown timer. It usually doesn't take more than 10 or 15 seconds for the camera to connect, and here it took less than 5, and it will come to the next screen that tells you what the name of the hummingbird feeder is. At this point, you can hit the pencil icon, you can change the name of it to whatever you like, and then hit the done button. And once you're completed, what you should see then is the live stream camera for the hummingbird feeder. Now we're ready to assemble it and put it up in our yard. First step in putting this together, or at least the way that I like to do it, is let's put the nectar tray on. This attaches very simply. There are 2 metal hooks at the bottom. Those go into the space at the back of the base. It just slides on there, and then just squeeze it tight with your thumbs. The next step is the roof. So the first step with the roof is to connect the cable. And so we're going to take the cable from the housing, we're going to attach it into the base, and now we're going to line this up with the 2 pegs on each side, and just simply close it shut, and you'll hear it snap. And there you go. It's assembled. Now we're going to get it mounted. So we take the assembly flange, and make sure that you use the part that has just the kind of the square with the circle right in the middle, because that's going to be attached with a small thumb screw that's in the screw bag. Screw that into place, make sure that it's tight. And now this is ready to be installed onto a Wild Birds Unlimited APS pole system using the 811E tube feeder adapter. You can get this at your local Wild Birds Unlimited store, or you can order it online. Once this is screwed in, you're ready to put it on top of the APS pole system and put this anywhere in your yard. Now you can also use that flange to connect to a fence or a post using the included screws, either through anchors or through wood screws. And there you have it. Now we're fully set up. You can see here I've got a live stream from my camera and everything's up and ready to go. If you have any questions or issues, you can always reach out to us at 1-833-459-7770 or at support@birdreel.com. Thanks for joining and happy birding.